Lee, thanks for joining us. Your overall view of how it all went for you?
Well, I'll just talk about what we wanted to see from the players, and I think we saw that. Fully committed, won numerous first contacts, second contacts, chasing back towards the end, like Sanders, for example. Mickey, captain's performance. Kane Emmons worked his socks off. I could go through the lot of them, but that's the bedrock for what we need our players to be. And some of the decisions I've just said to the players, I can understand. A bit of cautiousness at times when they think they can maybe go forward, but that's the bedrock and the foundations for what we need to look like. We are at our best when we are at like that, and that's got to move forward. They're off the mark in terms of points, and now we've got to use this as a stepping stone to progress and get some wins.
There's one or two opportunities that you might have got the goal that won it as well.
Yeah, there was, wasn't there? And I think their chances come from longer balls into the box. Yes, we had some from long throw-ins as well, when they could maybe just get a tap in. Chris had one at the end, but I thought we looked the most attacking threat, particularly second half. Two nervous teams in the first half, you could see that. But I'm delighted with the players and the response they've shown since Monday, since what happened last week. Yes, we've not won at home again and we've not scored, but the foundations and the bedrock for what we need to look like are there.
Good to get Chris Long back out on the park as well, and he was in the game as well, which is again a positive sign.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll hopefully get Omar back, which then gives us that more threat up there, opportunities to move players around, because we don't want just the same players churning out minutes every week. So it's brilliant to have him on the pitch. We'll look after him, hopefully get Omar back next week. But in a strange way, I'm pleased with the performance, how it's gone today.
Yeah, how does it affect the players coming into the game, that now that they've finished that game, that they've got a point on the board and they've kept a clean sheet as well?
Yeah, and it's important. The clean sheet was massively important today. It really was. And I thought that the back players were amazing, stood up to everything. Mickey's got a cheek out here, and I thought they were brilliant. Zach Williams looked much more like himself, raiding forward as well at times in the second half. But the important thing was the clean sheet. And then obviously I thought we got up there at times in the first half, and the decision making was a bit of a hot potato. But we've got to move forward with it, haven't we? I haven't been looking at the league, and I know the fans and the result last week, but there's loads of football to go, and I think you can see the commitment from the players, and some of the quality we're going to have. It was hard for me to pick a squad today. It was hard for me to pick a squad, which is brilliant, which I want most weeks. But we've got to move forward now. We've got to back this up away from home.
How encouraging it was that you changed the system as well. You changed your personnel as well after last week, but they adapted to that system. How encouraging is that going forward?
Yeah, and again, broken record, adaptability to the team, being able to flip between a 4 and a 3 at the back, however we want it to look. I think an extra golf club in the bag, if you like, and they're going to need it throughout the season. We thought they'd go with 2 bigger ones today, and put even longer balls in towards our box. But they were stood out for what Jamie came in, did really well. So delighted, is that the right word, delighted, but really I'm taking all the positives from this today in terms of the reaction they got, the commitment they showed to each other, and I hope the fans could see that. When things aren't quite right, sometimes that doesn't happen, but I think they can see things in terms of all of us being together are right, and we want to move forward now. Just
an update on the transfer window. It's getting towards closing time. Are you hoping to business can continue for you before it shuts?
Yeah, Josh is working on that, so hopefully we get some news, but with maybe a Championship player or a Premier League player, it might be, I think, 9 days left of the window or something, so it might be later on next week that we hear anything back. But the players we've got here, the players that we've got here, Charlie Finney getting on the pitch, real asset for us. There's no point of having him at the football club if we weren't going to put him on today. So people like him are going to step forward. He can also play as a winger as well, play as 10 if he wanted to. But we are looking to strengthen in the attacking area, but I also think we've got goals at the football club now. That's 3 blanks at the start of the season, so don't shoot me down for that, but I do believe there's goals like I thought last season.
Hard game football, but you're feeling better than you did a week ago.
I've just tried to stay positive, and and react to what's gone on last week. You do feel results and goals, obviously, but I was really disappointed with last week. If we'd have competed like we competed today, I think it might have been a different game. They might have won still, but I don't think it's the outcome of a 5-0 game. But like I say, that is now the minimum of the players. I'm assuming their stats will be through the roof, and they've got to maintain that, because I don't often say it, if you're not maintaining it, you're not going to play in the team, because that has to be the bedrock for us moving forward. I think we, in the last 18 months, are at our best when we look like that. Yes, we can play a little bit more football at times, but I thought the boys did try to play when the opportunity was there.